Good morning, Kevin here. Steve and Cynthia's with me.
Yeah.
And we are in Cheriton in West Sussex. Try West.
West Hampshire or East Hampshire?
Here we go again. We haven't even, this is the first visit today, and I've got it wrong already. We're in Hampshire. And we are at
St Michael and All Angels.
St Michael and All Angels Church in Cheriton. Yes. So you've got to check on these two because they always get things wrong. Anyway, we've just arrived and we are on a hillside where this church is built, but it's on an old burial ground, we believe.
They seem to think it's an old prehistoric burial ground dating 1,000 to 2,000 years.
Right, okay. Well, we know the church is open. We're going to go in, but I'm going to have a wander around the outside first, just to have a look, see what we can see here. And straight away, we've got the porch here on the south side, and we've got these. And these are not gargoyles; they're grotesques. And we've got this.
They
Sorry.
seem to think that they may be of the king and queen of the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 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 We can find that out, I think. Interesting, we've got these here. Well, Steve was just saying there's a particular thing that we had to look out for, and that is it's there.
Yeah, it's a medieval mass dial, also known as a scratch dial, because the lines are obviously scratched into the stone. The central hole originally held a pin which cast a shadow to indicate the time for the masses.
Oh, right. That's amazing. I've never seen one like that before.
No.
Really interesting. And we've got these, looks like a cross been scratched into the stonework there.
I've seen one like that before.
Oh, yeah. And I noticed on some stonework just round here, on the where the stone has been inserted into the napped flint, that we've got these here, look, just there, and again just there. And I think there's something in this bigger stone just here. My shadow's getting into that. Now, whether this is anything to do with the builder, there's a W there clearly. But yeah, we've noticed that on several bits of stone in the church. But as Steve said just now, this is all the flint work, which I forgot to mention, is all napped. It's on napped flint church. We've got these here, but let's have a look. As you can see, I'm quite close to the church, so let me just try and back away a little bit. So we've got stained glass windows here, and on either side of the window we've got a coat of arms on the left hand side, and then we've got the date of 1915. The church is under a tiled roof, but it's flint built mainly. Let me just go down here with that, try not to fall over because I'm right on the side of the path. As you can see, it's done in different levels. So let me just head down. So I'm on the south side of the church, and we've got some plain leaded light windows there, the doorway here. Let's have a walk round to the east end of the church, and it is quite a slope down to where I am now. But here we are, look, we're looking up towards the tower where the clock face is. Morning. Just here on this corner we've got this huge buttress, and quite often where you've got these buttresses, it's to stabilise the church because there may have been some subsidence. Another one just underneath the east window, smaller one, but again another large one on the corner here. And there's been a brick one built on the northeast corner of the church just here, and that is really, tells you that there may have been some movement in the past. But here I am now onto the north side, and let me just show you, I'll pan round and show you the views across the cemetery. And I'm now on one of the footpaths that leads round the church. But there again, you can see the plain leaded light windows on. This is the chancel end, just here. And we've got all these different graves here, different types of headstones, as you always find in these churchyards. But I'm just now coming up to these yew trees, which are around here. And there's got to be probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, perhaps 8 altogether. Pretty sure they're yew trees. Here we are. I'm coming round now, moving around quite quickly. And let me just pan round here again. And you can see the cemetery goes up into this corner, up through here. Now I'm on the north west corner of the church now, and this is the base of the tower, and you can see where the tower goes up. It's got a line of brickwork going up there, and at the top it's in the shape of a cross, which is rather interesting. Again, brick and flint built. 2 more yew trees just here, so a large number of yew trees in the cemetery. And if I can just back away a little bit here on the west end of the church, you can see that they've got tie bars going through. They've got them going through this way, and they've got them going horizontally as well. So let's just come round this way a little bit, under one of these yew trees. And we're back onto the south of the church now. And there are 1 or 2 quite substantial tombs. There's 1 or 2 there, and we've got a large one here. Let's have a quick look at this one. See if we can get a name. Mary Eames, and she was 71 and died in 1847. There is a coat of arms on the front here, just there. And it says, let me have a look. In the memory of, the ivy's all over the name. Charles Red Barrett of Cheriton Lodge, Esquire. And he met his fate, I think that says there, or the 11th Hussars. And that was again in 1847. I've just noticed, tucked away on the west end of the cemetery, this cross, and it's in memory of the Corbett family. Rachel, Lionel, Evelyn, Dorothy, Richard, Susan and John. And it gives their ages there. Age 17, 74, 3 months, 83, 54, 79 and 92. So this is a family burial ground here. So we're now inside the church, and you can see they've got this, was probably a very old door at one point, but it's all been painted in this sort of plummy red colour. Just inside the door, which is on the south side, we've got the font, which is on a stone plinth, and the font is actually a modern font. And as we walk around here, we notice these absolutely lovely stained glass windows, and this one at the top says loyalty. You got your soldier or knight with his sword in front of him, and just down here, let me just come down this way, past the font, and then as we come down here, we've got that plaque on the wall depicting farm scenery and hunting and things like that. And then this window here, again, another soldier or knight, but this time with his hand on the sword and his lance, and this one is honour. But isn't this lovely? I don't think I've ever seen stained glass windows like this. And we've got the knights there are in battle, and then this one here is serenading the lady in the tower. So I don't know if we've got any information about these windows, Steve.
Well, apparently it's supposed to be depicting 4 nephews of a lady called Mary Egerton, who were killed during the First World War. But it said at the time it would not be uncommon to depict these young gentlemen as knights in shining armour.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Never heard that before.
No, definitely not.
So yeah, the 4 nephews of Mary Egerton.
Egerton, oh, okay. Brilliant. So we're actually standing in the south aisle at the moment, and we've got this lovely, again, another lovely stained glass window. And it's Mary and the baby Jesus. The Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Isn't that lovely? And we've got a south and north aisles, and we've got the round arches, round support columns with the huge arches, and they are very, very high. So I'm actually in the end of the south aisle, looking back along the south aisle towards the west window in the end there. And then above the door at the west end of the church is a coat of arms. And we've got the windows, the timbers up into the roof. Between all the timbers, it's been painted, which makes it look a lot lighter. And it actually makes the ceilings look a lot higher. I'm going back to this window here. It's actually, Steve said about the nephews of Mary Egerton. But this is actually in loving memory of Admiral E. Egerton. And it says along the bottom, to the glory of God, in loving memory of Mary Augusta, widow of Admiral E. Egerton, who died on the 26th of December, 1937. Isn't that lovely? So this is Mary this side. Well, Steve's just noticed on this north aisle, we've got duty, and we had the 2 nephews of Mary over the other side on the south aisle, and then we've got one here, again depicted as a knight.
If you look at it,
Yeah.
it's actually got. It looks like they've got their actual faces.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, indeed. But as I say, depicted as a knight. And this one actually says Basil Robert Francis Christie. Now, I don't know whether it says the names of any of the others at all.
This one says Stephen Edmund Christie.
Ah, okay. Interesting. It says Edmund Fell Christie.
Yeah.
And this one's Courage. Yeah, but as Steve said, it's certainly got a different type of face for each one of the nephews. And in this window, it's got a list of all the rectors here from 1210 to 1991. Cynthia spotted just now that this window here at the end of the south aisle is very crooked, and it's all leaning towards the left-hand side. The actual pulpit is also modern, so we've got no ancient font or pulpit. A lovely picture there, look. That's lovely. Well, I'm moving now from the nave into the chancel. Just to my left-hand side, we've got the huge construction for the organ and the organ pipes. And it really does protrude out into the chancel as you walk in. And there it is there. The pipes are huge, some of them. So I'm walking very carefully on a carpet up towards the altar. And the one thing that strikes you when you walk in through the door and you look towards the chancel is this window. It is huge, and it's from the left, it's St. Matthew, St. Mark, St. Luke and St. John. And the colours are so rich and vibrant. Just look at that, that is stunning. Lovely, lovely stained glass window. And as I pan round, we've got this lovely piscina just here with a lovely box key and everything there. And just in this window here on the south side of the chancel, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this very clearly, the sun is streaming through there, and it's St. Michael and All Angels of Cheriton, and it's got depicting an angel or a knight with a winged knight fighting the dragon. And here we have the dragon here, look, and there's a dragon's head and its claw out and its long serpent-like tail. The sword is ablaze just there. That is lovely, really, really lovely. We finished at St. Michael and All Angels Church in Cheriton in Hampshire. That was much different to what we thought it was going to be.
It was.
It was a really nice church
Yeah, nice
inside.
church.
Yeah, really nice. Very interesting on the outside as well. Anyway, we're going to head off to another place. Just hearing somebody down here, it reminded me what happened on Sunday when planes kept flying over and Mark was talking about people with lawn mowers and hedge cutters and drills. There's a guy working down there and he had a drill going just now. Anyway, shall we head off?
Let's go.
So we're going to head off. So this will be Kevin, Steve and Cynthia saying bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.